Okay, y'all, today I'm going to tell you a story about a man who sat on the fence. And the story isn't going where you think it's going, so just hang with me. So as the story goes, the man sat on the fence out in the middle of the field, and the fence divided the field. On the one side was Jesus, and on the other side was Satan. Of course, they're both speaking to the man. Jesus is speaking the way, the truth, and the life to the man, calling to him, telling him how much he loves him if he would only come and follow him. And of course, Satan is speaking to him, telling him, I will give you all the riches of the world, anything your heart desires, I can give it to you. But the man didn't know what to do, so he sat on the fence. One way was harder, and the other way was easier, but still he sat on the fence. Okay, at the end of this man's life, Satan came to the man, and the man said, wait a minute, Satan, I don't know why you're here. I sat on the fence. I stayed neutral. I did nothing. I didn't choose. And Satan said, I own that fence. So he made a choice. Because not choosing is still choosing. You're still making a choice not to choose Jesus. Silence in the face of evil is still evil, my friends. Some of you may know this, but we started this channel, this Thunder Sisters, Porch Talks with the Thunder Sisters. We started this because there was some things going on in our community that worried us, and even going through the proper channels, we felt like we weren't heard. So we had caught wind of a situation. Our middle school principal's husband was a pedophile. I did all the research, and of course I found him on the sex offender list for the state of Missouri, and then I went and found the arrest record, and I found the newspaper that it was posted in to verify the things that I had heard. So then I started sharing about it because, again, being silent in the face of evil is still evil. So I shared it, and it had happened a couple years ago, but things had started coming out that people were seeing him at school sporting events, because of course it's been a couple years, and now that it was shoved up underneath that rug, I guess he thought it was okay to go ahead and be around children again inside our school. And the answer to that is absolutely not. So we had parents that had come forward to us and had told us that, hey, my kids have seen him inside the school. We had a grandparent that had seen him at a football game, and we had another parent that had seen him at a basketball game. So what were we to do? Well, we were to blast it out. We did report it to the school board, and we did go to the school board. They said that they had investigated it but found nothing. And then of course our parents and grandparent that had told us, one of those, the grandparent had showed up at the school board meeting to speak to the school board but never got to. And then our other parents didn't want to come forward because they felt like their children would be targeted, and probably would have been. So the situation at our school is nothing new. This is happening all over the United States. This pedophilia, disgusting stuff is happening. It's in our judicial system. It's just running rampant. And, our school system is running rampant with that nonsense. We have children's hospitals and places for children to go to heal, that parents place their trust in these doctors and therapists and counselors to treat their children of trauma that they have, and by going to these places they get SA'd, and more trauma occurs. And so at what point in time, I mean, we hear it all the time in the news. And so at what point in time are we going to say enough is enough and start standing up? A certain situation came to my attention by a friend, shared a video with me about a local story that's happening and has been happening over like the last 2 or 3 years. And the mom has never gotten justice for that. And actually got her children taken away. And so I think that we are going to dive into that situation for sure. I'm not sure when the full video come out on that, but you can go to We the People Utah on YouTube, and it's on there, her full story. They've got 2 videos, but me and my sister are going to run a commentary on it and just talk about how sometimes the system fails us. We do all the proper things, go through all the proper channels, and it still fails us. And more importantly, it fails our children. And what really broke my heart is in that second video, for one thing, it's local. And so that really bothers me. And for 2, what really broke my heart is that in that second video, she played videos of her baby saying, telling her and describing to her what was happening to them. And let me tell you, the tears that flowed from that and just thinking about that, oh my gosh, it's heart-wrenching. It's just heart-wrenching to think that there are disgusting, depraved people out there doing this to babies. Like, I don't understand. These children were 3 and 5 years old at the time. And to my understanding, they could possibly still be incurring this abuse. And so it breaks my heart. Like, I don't understand it. And so I don't know, we're gonna see what we can do in that situation. But really we want to keep a thumb on what's going on in the state of Missouri towards those pedophilia laws, to be able to, because I mean, that's where things change. Our laws have to change. Missouri is one of the most lax states for convicted child molesters, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting. And so pedophiles need to be charged, and they need to get more than a slap on the wrist, and they dang sure don't need to be able to be going on school property and anywhere near children. If you've done that, if you're considering doing it, if you've ever downloaded things you weren't supposed to, you need to be in jail, and you need serious therapy, and you need some demonic deliverance, 100%. But I digress on that. My main thing in making this video is to tell you, where are you on the fence? Which side are you on? Are you on the side of goodness, or are you on the side of darkness? Are you going to continue to stay on the fence? Because parents, I'm here to tell you, you need to be in your children's school. You don't know what's going on. These schools are raising your kids, and you really don't know what's going on for the whole time that they have your children. And it just takes a very little time for your children to be groomed. They do it on the internet all the time. You've got to know that you know what's happening. And you can't keep sitting on the fence. Silence in the face of evil is still evil. Where are we choosing?